60 my guy.
My
Jayal.
brother.
Vida. How's things, Pete? How's things?
I'm so happy, my brother. I'm so grateful for the gift of life.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. That's great. That's great.
I radiate with vitality and energy.
Yeah, yeah.
And with an underlying spirit of the divine.
Oh, yeah.
Which keeps me moving and it recharges me.
That's super, man. That's super, man. What do you have for us in our viewers, Fanda Kumputu?
For me now, I'll focus on politics. My segments will always for now be politics as we approach in the 2024 national elections. No?
That's great.
So last time we did a video on the EFF.
Yeah, man.
And it created a lot of. It was a debate. It was a whole thing, and
but it's great, Joe.
Yeah, it created a conversation.
Yeah, for as long as it's healthy.
The reaction, I like the reaction. And one thing I like to say to people who gonna watch this video, please, before you comment, please watch the full video.
So you can know what's
Yeah, because I realize that people now, they're jumping into bandwagons and people are triggered by the titles. No, Julius Malema, which means it's bad. What if you something right? When now you're attacking me. Listen to the content, understand the content. If you have to listen to it twice or 3 times, make notes and create your own summary or that guy, what is he saying? I agree with you on this issue. I don't agree with you here. Why? Give facts and give advices. I don't like the feedback. I like advices because of they make you grow. You look at yourself. The feedback, sometimes you open yourself up to criticism. They will just criticize you for the sake of criticizing.
As people,
they are quick to judge. They want to criticize people. They want to, or like, they can see that this thing is going.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah.
Inja ikonkosa imoto ehambayo. Emile people manje mause pusha, that's where they wanna come for you. So without wasting any time, about the ANC. What is the ANC? ANC, the African National Congress, comes way back. It was formed in 1912. No?
Yeah.
And then let's go back 1912. Then we have 1910. No? 1910, where after the Boers and the Anglo, they were fighting the Anglo-Boer War. The British, they were fighting each other. After they were tired fighting each other, then they came out together. They were like, it's better we unite, and then form. And black people were excluded from that Union of South Africa in 1910, where they made four dominions, mainly the Cape of Good Hope, the Cape Colony, the Orange Colony, the Transvaal, and also the Natal. They shared. That's where you see now the Parliament was situated in Cape Town. It still is, and then in the Transvaal here in Pretoria, that's where you had the Union Building. Then in the Free State, the Orange, that's where you had the Supreme High Court. That's where that place, it was given to the Boers. And young people need to know this history. And then after 1910, then there was 1912. The chiefs, academics, they came together. The intellectuals, the black intellectuals, they came together, and then they formed now what is called ANC. Back then it was called ANC. I think it's SANNC. Yeah, something like South African Native National Congress.
Okay.
Then after that, they chose their leaders. There were John Bangal, Balele Dube. There were guys like Prince Liga Isaka Seme. That guy, Prince Liga Isaka Seme, came back from the US, and after making an amazing speech, which spoke about the regeneration of Africa. We're speaking about the good things about Africa. I'm an African. Even speech Thabo Mbeki, you remember that speech? I'm an African. It was inspired by Prince Liga Isaka Sele.
Okay.
So the founding fathers of the ANC. So the ANC basically it included not everyone, but a few elites.
Back in the days.
Yeah, now, but they wanted a seat on the table. But hey, guys, you shared the country among yourself. So, still a seat on the table. And what seems to amaze me, it's after 1912, it's 1913. That's where now the Land Act was passed.
Yeah.
That's where it legitimized umhlaba lokuthi access wethu.
In 2013.
1913.
Oh, 19, sorry.
Yeah, 1913 nomhlaba lo akusiwethu. Manje sebawuthatha legitimately ngokomthetho.
Yeah.
The land which we are dispossessed. So why? And there's a theory ukuthi mara these people, if they were fighting for people, why did they, after being formed in 1912, the following year, they take the land?
Yeah.
Only Charlotte Maclare and her women marched to Free State. They were marching for a lot of things, the land, they're marching for also the Dompas. I don't know now. Go march on that.
Never
Like, but these guys never let thing. I was like, oh, like that period. I just want people to explain like what happened, and not a lot of people are speaking about it. Now South Africa, we are landless, especially black people. We don't have the land.
Yeah, man, that's true.
It's sad, but we've lost the land. It's a whole chaos. So going back to the ANC now, they're in a state of decline. ANC manje.
Yeah.
In a state of decline at a strategical level, at an intellectual level, at a moral level, they're in a decline. Even the political arena now, how we do politics, it's in a state of decline.
Yeah.
It's bad, but for Shuguti isn't like as a good. And when you look at a guy now, like our president, Cyril Ramaphosa, this guy is causing an image crisis for ANC. Now the ANC has the image crisis.
How so?
Because of, look at these cases Zabo Pala.
Ish.
Now ANC has an image crisis. Look at things, Zabo state capture, Zabo Jacob Zuma, the corruption that is being reported. So
People
you look
lost
at
belief.
and you look at the leaders now. It's in the decline in relation to leaders. It's leaders, people who are presenters to us. I don't see any leader like Manjeri can change. And Tina, what do we want now as a society? We need to create a society which is the antithesis to the apartheid society. Ne? And then we looking to grow, and that thing is a process. After that, creating that society which is the antithesis, and we're looking to go to a level where there's created a society which is qualitatively better to the one that is the antithesis to the apartheid society, which is it's an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing thing to become better. The issue of equality, abantu like la emakasi abantu to be situation to change, not cosmetic changes, but fundamental changes, radical changes. The economy must get the economy, must come back to our hands, the land. It's hard, bro. We don't have the land, we're unemployed, no service delivery. So when you look at the guy like Cyril Ramaphosa, when you go back in 2007? Yeah, 2007, when they elected, 1997, when they elected Thabo Mbeki as a leader, the ANC, Mafikeng. After a year, then the rebellion was afoot now. They started rebelling now inside the ANC,
Oh, yeah.
rebelling uThabo Mbeki because of they saw ukuthi uThabo Mbeki now has he's centralizing power. Power yeningi iba kuyo. That's why namanje there was a rebellion.
Yeah.
Seems like a strategy now for a president to centralize the power. So mawubuka uCyril manje in a case ka Cyril Ramaphosa, at face value you see a concentration of power. At face value. But the reality,
It's what?
it's a concentration of powerlessness.
That's a problem.
And which manje affects the government. It's the ANC, it's the government. It affects the government. Because of when you look at Cyril Ramaphosa, he seems to be clueless when it comes to state craft. Even the people around him, they seem to be clueless when it comes to the state craft. So sisenkinga enkulu. Concentration of powerlessness.
It's inkinga.
It's a because of now you look at
because we're going deep on them.
This construct uRamaphosa, ubaba wethu Cyril. This construct
Rams.
When he ascends the throne now, the presidency, it's not only a man who ascends that throne.
Cool.
But attached with him are sets of interests. The global capital, the ratings agency. It's like, I want to make it a simple example.
Please do.
There are people who are behind you from a young age, sponsor. In. Mawuqala ubale. These guys have invested a lot in you. Mawufika their interest attached. But influence now policies. Influence this. We want this and this and this and this. From where now?
And these people are the ones who sponsored me through all the way. So whenever Batomavari, then you have to act to their favor.
The CR17 back statements which have not been unsealed about the Palapala. And when you look back, the Foria now, the Ramaphoria back then.
What happened if you can touch for a few seconds, guy, for other society?
That thing, man, I think now even the media was hyping, even the Twitter. The new dawn. People were saying, no, this guy is legitimate, he's a businessman. These corrupt guys must come out. Nai even came out in public and said, no, the 9 wasted years.
Still remember.
Of Jacob Zuma. And when you look back, this guy, he's a product now of that 9 wasted years because of he was a deputy at the time. Or was in a coma. He was a coma. Maybe he was non-existent because of, he was there. It's part of the decline now of ANC. The decline I'm speaking about during ANC. It's in a state of decline.
So in a way, in 2019, like in 2019,
he was there. So now he's being presented as the Messiah. He's rising from the ashes. Like there's this devil who's Jacob Zuma. And I'm not defending Jacob Zuma. I'm not defending anyone here. But I'm just saying, that was the euphoria. Ramaphosa, the new dawn. Tumamina. There were terms like the good guys. They came to replace the bad guys.
He put his own strategies and also by
the good guys. So the new dawn for me, it has collapsed. It has collapsed, and I think it has collapsed, this new dawn.
And so far, Babylon was sitting for how many years now?
Ramaphosa?
No, like the party itself.
It's over ANC from 1994.
Till today.
So you see, it's a state of decline. So it shows you quite clearly, Guti, these people are representative. Even the electoral system, it needs to be reformed. And I think we need to make a video about the electoral reform. And I have some few suggestions in which we can work upon. But this thing of proportional representation is a problem. Because of inside even the ANC, there's factions, there's battles there inside for power. And you see inside the ANC have also the NEC, and then you have their conferences. You just come from a 55th national conference of the ANC, in which Cyril Ramaphosa was still elected Ube president. So I don't know what's gonna happen for 2024, but a lot of people are disappointed by the ANC. My parents, my late father used to support ANC so much.
RIP to you.
And we don't. They gave us, and we need to thank them. They gave us RTP izindlu abantu like us, service delivery on all those things. We don't have to be blaming everything, but we need to look at even these people who are being parachuted to these positions, like Cyril Ramaphosa, because it comes way back. I remember there's a guy called Carl Nias. He's an MK veteran. Now he was expelled to ANC, now in a party called Aretha.
Why was he expelled, if I may ask?
They say ill discipline and stuff, but he was speaking, he was standing up against Cyril Ramaphosa. You know, with the manje a president, especially like South Africa, mandla maning. People should go and Google and check with the president in mandla maning. So, appointer, uses the judiciary system
to his faith.
Yeah, even that that thing, you must step aside, that step aside the rule. I think in the beginning they came to a resolution of if you were accused of corruption, you have to find it in your conscience to step aside. And then after a certain times it was by shincha, but you know, when you're being charged, you need to step aside. So if I'm charged, Cyril, I was about to if I'm charged, then step aside. So they're using these things for their own benefit.
Each and everyone now change
and it's money now. A political system. This guy Patrice Lumumba spoke about this. The guy who was assassinated, Patrice Lumumba. I campaigned. I visited villages. I went house to house campaigning. And then a week before the elections came a guy with a briefcase, suitcases of money. And then that guy won the election. So it shows with the money, it's money. People are being bought. People are being captured. About the interest. That's why I'm about interest. Because of this interest now, when you look at ANC, they seem to influence policies about government. You know, you want this, you want this, you want this. And we must be careful with it. Most of this capitalist seswana ama 8 years way to sekahlangana nabo. Hey, we must ask ourselves. And the people should watch out for a character called Roberto.
Who's that?
Herzog. Yeah?
Who's that?
Herzog, a lot of people started seeing him go business conference. Business conference. I don't remember which. I think it's 2020. I don't remember which year, but it was on a conference where he came out and he's called an activist capitalist. So that guy came and spoke about how he's disappointed about Patrice Motsepe. They must stop funding the ANC. How, like, he had that story, he had that. owazizinto lokuthi nina nizazi, spoke about what must happen in the 2024 elections, the coalitions. Uthi no, he even had his preferred cabinet ministers. I'm like, this guy. And thina abantu abamnyama, we are susceptible to manipulation. We don't vet out these people where they come from. So when you look at this guy was a right-hand man, yaga Johan Rupert.
Okay.
Johan Rupert,
Richmond.
Those are capturers, sure. They want, and I always follow people. Like I followed him. He was doing this media run because bagu podcast and chill, go make G, begagu the Penwell show, yaga Penwell.
Yeah.
He was on this media run, begagu SAPC. Even went to what is this? Biz News, interviewed by this guy called Alec Hogg. So bakuluma about the mineral resources is Sekaru, about the gas, the oil, and all those things. So these guys, it's like this thing I was speaking about, which I don't agree ngaye, open borders. Open borders is us benefiting Tina as South Africans. And then is over benefiting bona. The relationship must be symbiotic. In these African countries, and I'm not being xenophobic. Like South Africa is the only country where when you start questioning foreigners, then they say you are xenophobic. Exactly. But my country, it's the rules. We prioritize citizens of here.
And other countries must start serious, Joe.
Hey, they're serious, good Joe. As a foreigner, you can't come once are the way you like.
Joe, I want to this other story. But we student, and as was a taxi or they were in Angati Zimo Malawi. So at the airport, Ngati Babaluza the baggage with the passports and stuff and that. So they went to the police station to report ama documental lava visa home affairs. Same time they didn't question them in terms of what happened straight to check. And bona they were reporting we lost our documents. So Kabanga batolu muntu angana ama documents in their account. They wouldn't waste time.
And at Manje, we must be borderless. It must be anarchy. Everyone must do as he pleases. I don't have a problem with African brothers. I'm not xenophobic. I do not hate them. But
you don't have to.
Bro, you cannot do your house. We have issues in this house. Then we want to mingle and let's fix our house first, and then we'll come.
Thank you.
They are brothers. They are black like us. And Africans, they're according to Sheikh Ante Diop, there are 6 species of Africans. They are white Africans, the ones with long nose, etc. So we love them, but we need to fix ourselves. Unemployment, it's bad, bro. It's bad, bro. Drugs issues, so overpopulation, and then now this capital, and for capitalists, it's a win because of when they employ these illegal immigrants. They don't have to pay a lot of things. They pay them a slave wage, bro. They must pay us better. Isn't it the government and business, they keep increasing food prices, petrol, accommodation, all the increases, but your money or your whole life is still the same. How are you able to survive with same money, but they keep increasing? Like South Africa, we're paying so many taxes. Income tax, a lot of different types of taxes.
Minimum wage king 3 points.
I think around 3.5.
Imagine. Because state is an almost free.
And imagine this capitalism, it's a monster, it's a beast, because now Bongapega, it has taken away a lot of people from the cities. You're living on the outskirts, like of the towns. You know. Now you have to spend more money to go to work.
Yeah.
For example, like us, stay here in Mamelodi, I work at town. A day I spend 25 francs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, and then if I work 5 days a week, which means I'm spending now $1,000 on transport.
Yeah.
Hola mali,
Yeah.
and all those stuff.
So, onokhuluma ngokuya Espanyol, there's stuff you need to do back at home.
You have to
Try the trees to start with. Go to a nice more
support the
You need
family, buy
you need
clothes.
to
Clothes are
eat.
expensive, food is expensive.
So, like South Africa now, mfethu hayi go like
It's blunt. So the youth must wake up and stand up.
So what do you think our ANC must do come 2024?
Let's look at
Gaga the state Cyril Ramaphosa, like cause mind you, unemployment mfethu
it's too much.
and the way lungu it causes us problems. Because when unemployment is good, then there's crime.
Yeah.
People need to eat and stuff. They do whatever. Then there's crime. So crime yet, that means there must be jobs.
Yeah.
You get. So what different must they do if
So
you can
the
share with that?
ANC, my parting shot is, if is ANC still a tool for revolutionary change? I think no. It's no longer the tool for revolutionary change, the ANC.
Yeah.
And when you look at the ANC now, it's sad, man. It's sad because of we had hopes about, and politicians, they always sell you this hope that no, don't worry, relax, working on it. Yeah. A hope and promising things that will never come. So when you look at the ANC now, ANC must change. Yeah. If it doesn't change, we need to discard it.
Yeah. If you think
and put it in the dustbin of history. If that's the case.
Yeah.
Because of we find ourselves in this predicament whether you vote ANC or we vote but I vote on the other case, or we vote uthi izokushintshela izinto, then these guys who captured them, they seem to be the same people who have captured the DA. They seem to have been the same people who have captured the EFF.
Yeah.
It's bad, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
So now it's like you will be changing hyena with foxes.
Basically, it's bad in terms of a choice.
The way I look at it, like, bro, it's bad. Like when you look this, that's why I say this proportional representation is a problem, and I'll explain it on another video, Masienza and electoral reform. Speaking about the IEC, the registration, all those stuff. Is it working for us now? Are people educated? Voter either than making a cross on X on the box,
plus the voters,
on the ballot paper.
The voters changed and increased at the same time.
Yeah, but so when you look at abantu abaningi, they don't like ANC, no? But when they look at the opposition, they don't get the faith. Serious, like.
I once said it's tricky.
Hey, like it's tricky.
It's tricky.
You don't want the ANC, but yet the opposition now, they keep scoring own goals. You look at the DA also.
Yeah.
You can see, Guti, the DA is serving the interest of whiteness, white middle class.
Yeah.
Mawuqala wena uzoqala expose the whiteness, the white monopoly capital, you'll be like Musi Maimai. You'll be like Herman Mashaba.
Baba Senyeza nako.
You'll be like Lindiwe Mazibuko.
Yeah.
You'll be like a lot of black intellectuals, about smart, they are the DA, and they can't seem to shake off this perception that they are a racist party. So, ANC, shall we? It needs to renew itself, or if it doesn't renew, it must die.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, man. I
They
hear
need
you.
to renew or die, my brother.
Mm.
I'd like to end it here.
Thank
Because
you
of
for it.
people, you don't have to give people information overload. Give
Yeah,
them
man. Keep it short.
information
Keep it
in a
short.
granular manner, in capsules.
Yeah,
Sometimes
keep it
usimnika
short but
amaphilisi ayi-2
educational. Yeah.
nehlisenyana.
Dog, thanks, man. Thanks, man, for your knowledge. For it, for share at the same time. For it too. And to the viewers, for it, your comment is very important, right? Kupela, the important thing. But remember, argument, it's all about health. Like, let's educate each other. Reskalwa amba for it too through the comments. Arbontane motlale mo. Rebeng sharp bo botle. Tango.
Aluta.
Awe.